Senator, Republican Marsha Blackburn. Good to have you back with us.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
Okay, so we have that tweet that's gotten a lot of attention,
Right.
most of it negative. And then we have this from Lee Zeldin, Congressman Lee Zeldin, tweeting, why aren't all House Democrats showing support for Iranian protesters who have courageously taken to the streets in Iran in favor of freedom, stability, prosperity, and peace? Just check the Twitter feeds of Pelosi, Hoyer, Clyburn, Schiff, and others. Nothing. Why the silence on this? We know that the president has said, or there have been those around the president who've said he's going to paint this as a choice between us and them, that the Democrats are not being solidly pro-American, so they may be siding with people who are anti-American. Do they open themselves up to this criticism because they haven't been more vocal, or is that over the line, including the tweet by the president?
Well, I think what we have to realize is what they've done when they do not support what is happening for the cause of freedom, whether it's in Hong Kong or Iran or other countries. What you're going to see is the appearance of. And you know, Shannon, it is that old thing, perception is reality. To many people who do not see them saying, let's support these freedom fighters, then they're saying, why are they hesitating? Why are they not supporting them? They look at the billions of dollars that we spend in foreign aid every year to help secure our country and to help other countries move toward a more free process for free people, free markets. And they're puzzled by this.
Okay, I want to ask you domestically now about impeachment, because it looks like you may finally be moving into the role of juror over in the Senate if this thing actually gets there and it starts off. There's a lot of interesting media praise out there for Speaker Pelosi and how she's handled this. In an opinion piece in the Washington Post, it says this. They won't be able to start the trial until after the Martin Luther King Jr. Day weekend. That will likely hurt the progressives' favorites, Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, as they'll have to stay in Washington rather than campaign in those crucial early voting states. Pelosi surely knows that polls show Biden as the candidate best placed to beat Trump and reassure moderate independents. So they say through all of this, what she's done is help the Democrats eventually, if Biden is the nominee, have a stronger nominee and a better chance to beat the president. So her 3 weeks of holding the impeachment articles were a wonderful chess play.
Spin, spin, spin. And that's what they're doing. This really is impeachment with an asterisk. It is a failed strategy. It has been that way from the start because they said they were going to find something, they were going to impeach him. And Nancy Pelosi has done nothing but dig herself further in the hole. I was thinking about that Randy Travis song, The Hole, today. You know, the deeper, deeper you go, you affect your futures. And that is exactly what she is doing. And I don't see where there is a win in this for her. I was in East Tennessee this weekend. People are sick and tired of this. They're saying, get on with the business of the USMCA. We're ready for China trade. We want to make certain that we're securing that southern border. Those are the questions that they're asking. And, you know, the last question that comes from a group may be, how long is this impeachment going to drag on? Because they are sick and tired of it, and the polling shows the American people are sick and tired of it.
In some swing states, it is not going over well, which could be, you know, ultimately good for the president. Okay, so I want to ask you about this dispute. We're going to talk about it a little bit later between Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. Apparently, there was a conversation that they had back in 2018 when she was talking about what was going to happen. Could there be a female president elected? Here's what she says. She says, among the topics that came up was what would happen if Democrats nominated a female candidate. I thought a woman could win. He disagreed. Senator Sanders is saying this is not true. That's not actually how the conversation happened. And he does think a woman could win.
Well, Elizabeth Warren needs to realize that conservative women hear this from men every single day. They don't think we can ever win on anything. So, Elizabeth, welcome to the fray on that. But I think more importantly, we have to realize that Elizabeth Warren has credibility problems. And she has a list of them. So I don't know what Bernie said. I don't know what Elizabeth Warren said. I don't know what somebody thought they heard. But what I do know is neither of them or any Democrat is going to beat Donald Trump, and he is going to win this election in 2020. They can fuss and they can fight, but at the end of the day, they're still not going to win.
Well, there is a big divide in the Democratic Party about whether they go with someone considered more mainstream like Joe Biden or one of the more progressive senators. We'll see as they duke it out. Senator, good to have you in with us tonight.
Good to be with you. Thanks.